Hey guys and gals, it's me, Lucas Smith again, and I'm here with my buddy Gary Yao, real
Hello.
estate agent extraordinaire out in the San Gabriel Valley. Gary, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Lucas?
Man, if attitude were money, I'd be in Hawaii, Gary.
I've been in Cancun.
I like both. I like both.
So
If
what we
you
have
go
for
to
today?
Cancun, see Chichen Itza.
I do. I enjoy it.
Great, great, great. So, Gary, what we're going to talk a little bit about today is we're going to talk about preparing your home for sale. In to be exact, what are the top things that you recommend that a seller do in order to prepare their home for sale?
Okay, so preparing your home for sale. You know what? You and I, we have seen so many houses out there. As our job is to, we study the market, we study houses, and what's the trajectory. Where's it going? And whenever I have, let's say, a seller who's interested in selling their property and they want to know how they can help. Let me start with this also. Let me share you a story in kindness of this is one property that the property was nice. Everything was clean inside. It was owned by elder ladies, elder lady, a couple, and they have a nice backyard, flowers, fruit trees, very nice, clean, very clean, nice trim yard. The house was good. Everything was it was aged, for the 1950s, 1960s, but everything was kept to an impeccable condition.
Mm-hmm.
However, the front, oh my goodness, the front, it has the grass was tall. It was the weed was growing in between the crevices, of not the parking but the driveway, like the
Uh-huh.
crevices in between. They have those long grasses that's sticking out that kind of massage the bottom of your car. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
basically, the house looked abandoned from the front.
yeah, and I didn't understand why. Why would a house on the front look so, like I said now because it's been so many years, so beat up? But in the inside was good. In the back was nice. It was like an oasis in the middle of the desert because the front was it just didn't match, and I
Uh-huh.
didn't get the reason why, and I didn't know how to approach it because I was trying to be nice, right? But this is business, so it has nothing to do with niceness. But we're hard for a job, and I didn't know how to approach it, so I just let it be. I just let it be because I thought, you know what? It doesn't matter as long as the inside you're selling the house, you're not selling the yard. This is not a landscaping organization. This is a landscaping sale. It's a house.
Right?
I did an open house, and people were put off by the
How many
yard.
people came to your open house?
A lot of people were outside though. I can tell that much.
But how many people came in?
uh, I would say half of them or
Half of
sometimes,
them.
or they would say they would be like a family, right? Where a dad, mom, and dad, maybe an uncle or an uncle or a friend and the kids, and they will send one emissary. They will send one volunteer to explore
An
this,
emissary in, right? Like,
and then I used
like
they
you go see it, and if it's really bad, the rest of us aren't going in.
we will send a rescue team for you. It was so interesting. I swear I'm pretty sure I see somebody drawing straw to see who's gonna come in. and here's the point. It's like I didn't know it back then. Well, I kind of knew, but intuitively I kind of knew. But now I know that the curve appeal is very important. It's like your first impression. If your house outside looks bad, what can you expect of the inside? Like that. That's it. That's
Look
it.
bad.
It looks bad. It's like, what happened? So when a brave soul we came into the house, they would say, gave to her like, come in, come in. This is good. It's safe. Come in. So it was an interesting experience, and I was a little embarrassed by it because I was in control. Well, not in control, but I was the one who advised these sellers that it's okay when I could just easily just anyone could have done. Even I could have trimmed the yard and just taken care of it, but for some reason I didn't because I thought I was okay. I was trying to be nice, but nice has nothing to do with the business world.
They didn't
It's
hire you to be nice, Gary. They hired you to be honest,
I
right?
didn't know any better, but I knew.
So
But I didn't have that confidence in myself to know like this is not going to end well. Like we could have, we did sell at the end, but that experience got me thinking like, man, I did a disservice to my seller because I wasn't
okay.
honest to them, and I, like
So
that was yes,
what can you do? I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're on a time here.
yeah.
What's the top things that you can do as Gary to be honest with your sellers and really support them in getting the most money from the best buyer in the quickest time? Because that's what all sellers want.
Right. So moving forward, from that experience, I saw myself as an engineer. What is your goal? What do you want to do? You want to sell a house for the best price possible? Good. So these are the things that are gonna. So number one is boost your curve appeal. Clean it up. If there's grass, cut it off. Make sure that it looks nice and inviting. People are going to stop, roll on the window, and if it doesn't, in those few seconds, if it doesn't match what the ideal house is, they're going to leave, and you lost a potential sale. That's one. Second, declutter the house. Once you walk inside the house, make sure that there's no, if you have kids, there's no toys, there's no little things laying around like little chairs or tables, like things that are off, or things that your personal stuff, clothing, whatever. Make sure that there's nothing on the floor other than things that needs to be on the floor, like a chair or a table, or things that are there, but nothing extra. Declutter. Make sure that you can walk the pathway. Make sure you can walk around without stumbling into anything, because that disrupt your picture of what the house, your ideal house, looks like. Because put it this
Okay.
way, when you walk into the house, you are making a movie about you and your family living in that house. And
I
if
like
there's
that analogy.
any
That's a good way to
interruption,
put it.
yeah. So as you're daydreaming into your house, walk into the corridors, into the rooms, into the bathroom, you're like, okay, this is my house. And make sure it smells well. Make sure the essence is like, Febreze or whatever it is. Make sure it smells well, because you are not you. You're actually transporting yourself into the future. Like, this is my house. Oh my God, this is so good. This is going to be my future. And with that said, make sure that the personalized stuff, don't put your pictures in it. Make sure that you don't have personal things that can take away from that experience. Remember, you are a director. You're crafting this idea. It's like an adventure where you're going into this house, smelling what you smell, and imagine, wow, this is breezy, this is good, and then wow, this is clear. I can see myself hanging in this wall right here, my trophies. If I happen to be a hunter, or if I have to have, I have family, have my pictures
Right.
or my
Right. Or
diploma.
here's where the pictures of Johnny and Susie are going to go all through their school career. Or here's
Yes,
my wall of fame where all my certificates are going to go.
exactly. Whatever it is that you feel important, make sure that if you can move those walls away, those frames that belongs to you, make sure to remove it so that they can put in their mind whatever they want to put, and they can see, oh wow, a white blank canvas for me to put and paint my own picture, my future. So yeah, make sure that like boost up here, declutter, make sure the personalized things so that the next person can see themselves. Also, with
Okay.
that said, clean the house, a nice mop up, like the crevices in between the walls. Make sure that everything is nice. So not only does it have to smell good, smelling good is easy. All you have to do is add a little air fresheners, and that'll be good. That will set. Incense if you like that. But make sure it's clean. Make sure you can touch the surface of your area and it doesn't have any stickiness or any dustiness, because you want to go inside like, wow, that was good. I don't feel like I feel like I've been transported into my future. I keep saying future
Mm-hmm.
because this is going to be their future home and their future nest, where they're going to create many memories and they're going to create a lot of happiness in it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
and last thing I would say is make sure you price the price correctly. Uh, I know, sellers want to get the most amount of money possible, and I get it. That's our job. However, one thing that I do recommend always is whatever the price is, try to drop that more. Let's say, for example, the average price in LA is 750. I would recommend 699. Why? Because you want to be inviting to as many people as possible, thus creating a auction situation or a bidding situation. So the more buyers are in that property, the more chances they're going to see like, wow, if there's not many people who wants to have a dance with this property, maybe this is
Right.
something good. So I would say like, I can market your property for $1. Doesn't mean I want to sell for $1. Besides, you, Mr. Seller, are the ultimate decision maker. You can decide you want it or not. And whenever we have somebody send us a offer, a purchase offer, we have three options. We can say yes, we can say no, or we can say maybe. But that's where we're open to negotiations. Out of those three, we want two. A yes, let's say that you send us the price. Yes, good. Or we can say a maybe, which is we can say a counter. We have negotiations. So out of that possibility, we have 67% of chances of getting your property sold. Not a bad deal.
Yep. Not a bad deal at all.
Yeah. Lucas, I think we're out of time.
I think we are, Gary. Actually, I do. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your great insights into what people can do to get their home sold as quickly as possible for the most amount of money.
Awesome. Thank you
Thank you,
very
sir.
much.
Have a great day. Talk soon.
You too.
Bye-bye.